While I know they finish SNM clan.
Yes, so.
One side is biggest boss, the other side big mama. While I know they finish.
Well, hello.
This stuff you two are doing, I don't know. Is this already becoming petty from both sides?
I know it's becoming petty when we enter the video. I will say what I want to say.
All right, so SNM clan, this two they know the tire. All right, so on the other hand, things already happening in terms of follow later you go unfollow. Later you go block. All right, so just a beg, it plenty getting.
Let's talk BB Ninja. Let's talk BB Titans. Let's talk BB Ninja. Let's talk BB Titans. Shaka Marine don't come with the latest. Shaka Marine don't come with the gist. BB Ninja, BB Ninja. Let's talk BB Ninja.
Like, share, and subscribe. Yabo!
What's good, SNM clan? It's your boy Shaq Ace. I'm back on the brand spanking new video. Yeah, straight to the gists. Voila, before we begin, please subscribe. What the hell?
And tap on the like button, SNM clan. Please do not forget to tap on the like button. Thank you.
All right, guys. Of course, shout out to each and every one of you. Let's begin, please. And I ain't good for you now. That's really good for you. All right, let's begin, please. Starting off with this whole stuff, it's more like, bit by bit, as they are putting out, their scratching whatever, we go help on our day, we'll help you, we'll help you sew it, right? We'll tailor it for you guys, right? So it's a footprint, right? Cool. Yeah. So after the whole stuff that happened, yesterday between, Wanni and Onyeka, right? Well, these two, they don't start again, right? More are coming. Well, Onyeka, of course, was asking something about, whether she was, crying or whether she cried or whatever, stuff like that, right? I said, I hope you didn't cry at this reunion. Please. So Onyeka responded and said, cry care in their dreams.
Cry care. Do you expect biggest O to be crying?
To cry? No, no.
For what? Who them be?
Come on,
right? When them born you, who make you?
Right, so she has said, right, that in their dreams, she's not the kind of person that would cry. Yes. At the reunion, she's not going to do that.
Who be there?
In other words, those times I was crying in the house, I needed your votes. I needed you people.
There's no strategy.
There was no strategy. Come on.
Are you gonna keep me in the house?
Come on. In the reunion, there's nothing like keeping whoever in the house. Nothing like that. We are there to shatter you, there, Chris.
Who you be?
I won't go to cry for you. Want to say waiting?
Who mold you?
No. Understand, right? Good. So she said she ain't gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
So she's saying that, whatever is happening, she's going to come with full force, right? And I mean the same thing.
As a lawyer, we shatter.
Wahala.
Yeah.
And then, after Wanni, of course, spoke about the whole, you have been seeing this big mama, everywhere. Big mama.
Yes.
Calm down. My pookies, calm down this, calm down that, right? No, big mama is here to stay.
Yeah.
Onyeka, of course, decided to say, okay, big mama, be not me. Then she said she's the biggest boss. Yeah, biggest boss. You understand, right?
When I saw this, I said,
biggest boss.
I was shocked. I was shocked.
Right, so.
Because, it will get to a point where you are just having a back and forth with someone. Yeah. It starts to look childish.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And petty.
Yeah.
Because I thought you are biggest O.
Yeah, biggest O. What happened to biggest O? She's still the biggest O, definitely.
Yeah, but this whole big mama thing.
Yeah.
Biggest boss.
Yeah.
Please,
like I said, it's between, herself and Wanni. I actually saw some, stuff concerning SNM clan members talking about, Onyeka was actually there for Wanni. The truth, yeah, she was there for Wanni. That wasn't disputed, right?
Yeah.
But like I told you guys before, when things happen between people, on the other hand, when, like I said, I gave you guys an example, right? There is friendship, right? And there is now a certain friendship where it's not fully friendship, but it's just a way it's weird. There's nothing there.
Yes.
You're just forcing this P.
Yes.
You're just forcing it. It's not natural.
Yeah.
When Wanni won this thing, Motors League, I will say it again. That time around, you guys saw this person's expression. You guys saw account of that is one, right?
Aside that,
two, the whole advice,
Sean, even with Sean,
yeah,
you advise someone
exactly.
But
Come on
how
now.
you behave towards the
same person, they're advising that person from
that they're getting to know. It's not the same.
It's not the same. Come on, that's weird.
I said in yesterday's video, she didn't actually say anything evil, like diabolic or bad or demeaning or like to that extreme towards Wanni, right? Yeah. But certain things she did, right? It didn't make sense. I don't know if you guys understand. Like, it didn't make sense at all. So, like, this whole drama that they are doing, all I just want to say is I hope it's up to par with what's happening on the timeline.
Exactly, because
I'm not about to watch the show because a lot of SNM club members were saying yesterday that Shaka Marine, it might not even be about the housemates.
In a way,
it might be about multi-choice. When people said that, I wouldn't lie. I was like, hi.
But I mean, come to think of it, is multi-choice, are they dense for them to say they want to make another loss again? I mean, if anything happens, they say they want to like cut things off. I mean, think about it. Yeah. It's not a business. Wouldn't they be losing?
But my own is that they shouldn't create any narrative. How it happens,
don't create any narrative. Don't protect one person to... No, you guys did that with Level Up.
Yes, please.
Please, there's certain stuff you cut out from Fina. You understand? We're leaving Chichi's own.
Yes.
Please, you understand? Don't do that one. And don't create a certain kind of narrative in someone's head. Something that didn't happen.
I mean, they were cutting off Chichi's own.
Was it Chichi's own they were cutting off?
Yeah, it wasn't Fina. Fina's own was there. Chichi's own was like...
Who complained about them cutting stuff off?
It's Fina. That's what I'm saying. They were cutting Chichi's own and leaving Fina's own.
I get it. So them cutting Chichi's own was in a way... Yeah,
it looked like Fina
was the one that was like, saying stuff, right?
Yes.
But Chichi said hers as well. But Chichi's own was not shown. So it looked like, has much.
Yeah.
You understand, right? So in a way, yes, on 100 in the media.
But to be honest,
in terms of like controlling certain narratives.
Yeah, but what will they gain from that?
I don't know.
When you need full maximum drama, I don't understand.
I don't know, right?
Anyways.
Listen, I'm Klein.
I understand, but I don't understand.
All right, so let us know what you feel about that, because that's what she said, biggest boss, right? So like I said, between these two, on the other hand, Onyeka might not really, in my opinion, when I see her, I don't see her as a girl's girl.
She's not.
Wanni as well. When I said that, she too sometimes. When you tell Wanni some certain stuff about him, you actually want to help these people. You understand, right?
Because of man, she might just
mistakenly go. Yeah, even Wanni self, girl. So two of them, they just did anyhow. You understand? Two of them just did.
But one is worse.
One
is worse. One is not really like that terrible. But
the other one, man, is so crazy, right? So I mean, I get you, I understand, right? But then again, this two, for Onyeka said, I don't think it's actually something that's very natural, right? You can be there for someone, right? But on the other hand, why are you there for that person?
Yeah.
Ask yourself that, right? It is what it is. So let's not feel about that, because Wanni, of course, now said something, she's talking about, vengeance, right? It's about this whole stuff, right? Because she posted something and said, people will say vengeance is of the Lord. She would say me after paying evil with evil, because it was a meme, of course, of Wiki, dancing, right? Talk about, me after paying evil with evil to reduce the workload on vengeance on the Lord.
Do you understand?
That's crazy.
Because people feel like sometimes God is doing too much work. Sometimes God allow us to show people shaking.
Oh my goodness.
I'll give it to God because he will do it better than you.
Oh my goodness. You understand? So what she's saying, is her saying that, at the end of the day, in as much as whatever she's doing, she has not stopped showing Onyeka shiggy.
Yeah.
Say she go collect. You understand, right? And Onyeka has said, you won't show me shiggy, no peace for the wicked.
And I feel like they are on a hold. I don't think they film during weekends.
Yeah, Wanni, I think Wanni handed in Port Harcourt already, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like Monday, so they can take this period to gather evidence for Monday.
Understand, right? So I mean, probably during weekends they have free time. Understand, right? To gossip, gather evidence, right? Amazing stuff. Let us know what you feel about it. Let us know what you feel about SNM Clan. Well, it is what it is. This too, man. I don't know, but yeah. Wanni and Onyeka. Like I said, I don't think this two in a while. coming together for stuff. I don't think so.
I feel like they will when they figure it out.
Okay. Cool.
That somebody is not worth it.
All right. Well, the statement was made, right? This person said Chinwe and Nelly are cool now. I think this person, all these insiders, I got a summary about the reunion, a summary of what has happened so far, right? All right. Chinwe and Nelly are cool now. Check. According to this person, they hugged each other. Wanni and Nelly are cool now. Chinwe and Indine had a big fight.
Hey! Which fight? What type of fight?
Chinwe and Indine.
Hey, Uluwa.
That's crazy. When you say Indine, that's you're talking about Chinwe and China and Indine. Ha! How would that go? Like, how
did you know? Were you there?
I remember the time when Chinwe did not like this person. What's her name? Chinwe.
Yes.
That she was always acting so bossy.
Yes,
when they were the head of house, Chinwe was always the kind of person to sabotage.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
They had a big fight, right? Onyeka and Wanni clashed. Okay. Onyeka and Victoria.
They clashed too.
All right, too. Even Onyeka and Cassia.
Obviously. If you're having a problem with Victoria, why would Cassia join?
You have a problem with Cassia. Yeah. Right? Une and her sister are still not talking. They live in the same house. That's Une and her auntie.
Yes.
And not still talking, and they live in the same house.
They have this whole... I don't know what I should call it.
All right, so crazy.
Yeah.
They asked Sean what he said about Kelly winning. He said he expected the more entertaining people to win the show.
Understandable.
All right, so then they asked Zion.
Why am I saying understandable? Like, this thing is what it is. Anyways, I'm reacting according to what is written.
All right.
Yeah.
Then they asked Zion about his relationship, and he said he ended it, but Chinwe wasn't having it.
It's looking like
Chinwe's still coming.
Exactly, because it's actually looking like the gist we have.
All right, so Chinwe's gist is still coming. All right, wait for it, right?
Yeah.
Out of which, again, she came with receipts, showing how she gave Zion money after he denied it. That one we happened that time for live TV. No tire.
Yeah, but when you don't deny the truth. Always say the truth.
But I mean, come on now. You come on and talk about
telling people that you gave him money.
Now.
I don't like people like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like people like that help people for setup. I don't like it.
No, I don't know.
Help the person.
It might not really be for setup, but something might just happen when...
Unless there's something that warranted
something might just happen, like, in the sense that, the person just behaves some type of way and be like, how? But I've done this, I've done that.
I understand that. I understand that. But what would warrant her to say that?
I don't know.
Unless he said something and denied and became acting ungrateful and acting somehow or lying, like you that I gave money, unless that's how it happened.
All right. So they said Zion is denied his right, and Chinwe, came with receipts, right? And of course, they further said, they asked Sooj and Nelly about their relationship. They both said they are cordial. This looked like something Sooj and Nelly
would say. I agree.
I agree. Especially from Nelly's side and Sooj in a way. They're cordial, they too deep, they are too bendables. They are bendables. They are iron benders, water benders, air benders. They are benders, right?
They bend
for a living.
Yes.
They bend nature.
They bend us.
They bend us, please. Let them be. I'm not surprised about that, right? Cool. I said they're cordial according to what this person said, right?
Yeah.
I've read the person further said, same thing with Topher and Anita. They also said they are cordial.
I'm not surprised about their own because I feel like if they say that, I prefer them saying that.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Again, they say they asked Onyeka about OZEE. Onyeka was very diplomatic with her answer. OZEE is ready to drag anyone that stains his white.
You just reminded me of something.
What do you remind you of? Okay.
Maybe it was OZEE that
yeah, they stated it also that so we'll get to the Victoria bar, right? Okay, cool. Instead of OZEE's, whites, right? Cool. OZEE is ready to drag in on that stains his wife, right? But yeah, they are cordial. All right.
Okay.
Onyeka came prepared with evidence straight from X, Twitter, right? But Wanni quickly asked, is that slut shaming? They didn't even dive deep into Onyeka's Twitter receipts after that. Just like that, Wanni and Onyeka were at it again. One of your faves actually cried and walked away. But I doubt production will show that part. Production no go show person will cry, walk off, make una dey play. Are you kidding me? Make una dey play.
Are you kidding?
Why won't they show that?
Are you kidding?
I don't understand. Why won't they show that, right? So this is a rundown, according to what this person
I want to ask something.
said.
I just want to ask something.
All right, so.
Is this a rundown of the whole shoot? Because it's looking like, okay, this is
Sherry, you don't finish. How many weeks again?
They only filmed for 2 days.
For 2 days.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know. Probably many other days, right? But anyways. I mean, this is what they have stated, right? Whatever is happening, right? I said, all right, so make it come out first. You understand, right? It is what it is. So let's what you feel about that. So SNM Clan, besides that, Victoria has unfollowed Sooj. Victoria has unfollowed OZEE. Victoria has unfollowed OZEE.
Yeah.
Cool. They said that Victoria unfollowed Nelly as well, but she didn't unfollow Nelly.
Yeah.
Stop lying. She didn't unfollow Nelly. Of course, Nelly's still following as well, right? But for Sooj, OZEE, and OZEE,
trust the timeline to move around.
She don't block themselves
with some narratives. SNM Clan.
She don't block them.
They said that OZEE finished Victoria.
Yeah, that's what they said, yeah.
Dealt with her, dragged her by her wig.
And she was so angry.
And she ran to unfollow him, OZEE,
and
Sooj. Now, what happened between her and Sooj, nobody knows why she unfollowed. But the OZEE part, people were actually drinking wine on top what just happened, because people were saying, if you guys remember, when Wanni was saying that that OZEE prefers, one thing about people is that when something happens in the future, they refer back to the past. It's crazy, especially BB Nigeria. So if you guys remember that video where Wanni was telling Sean that OZEE prefers Victoria, right? So, and she was not calling, and they were calling her Mrs. Mbadiwe. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Mrs. Mbadiwe. So, Mbadiwe Twins fans and haters or people that do not like Victoria, we're not dragging Victoria, say, not quoting the whole Mrs. Mbadiwe stuff. Lele, Mrs. Mbadiwe don't go follow OZEE.
Don't go block her, right? So, mind you, OZEE is still following, right? OZEE, I don't know whether OZEE is still following, right? But OZEE is following. But Sooj was following before.
Yes.
Only for Sooj to see that Victoria unfollowed him, and he did what he
unfollowed.
He returned the favor, right? Yeah. Crazy. And I saw some stuff about, thank you. I saw some stuff about, them talking about, see, I need to understand something. Is this delusion? Why are people always bent on stating that Victoria and Sooj had a thing? What is going on?
It's crazy. Do you know, I saw it today, someone said there's still hope.
Yeah. What are people saying? I never saw anything. Nothing like that. The only part was when, these two were gradually in a way,
Sooj wanted to. I would never believe that he never liked Victoria.
Sooj wanted something with Victoria, but because Victoria did not give him face on 100, he had to look for another one, right?
Yes.
If you can remember when two of them wanted to settle whatever, you saw how Nelly was already running mad. That small thing, that small thing, we just saw.
Yeah.
See problem.
Yeah, that they were monitoring the baby.
Anita was like
Anita was on
security
duty.
guard.
Yes.
So I mean, just so crazy, right? But Victoria and Nelly, these two, I mean, wow, they're actually follow each other. I never even knew that to begin with.
Yeah.
That's actually cool,
because
right?
they didn't have any problem. What will make
Manana was the problem. Nelly, did you hear what Nelly was saying about Victoria that time?
Forget
midnight
that
in the room?
in the house.
Yeah.
If she unfollows Victoria now outside, that's stupidity. That is stupidity. That's lame. Because what is your reason? You've come out, you've seen that none of those was actually the case. What will make you?
Yeah, right. I actually love that.
It will make you look like a mad person.
That's
so,
cool.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's very correct. Because at the end of the day, you're not making whatever is happening because of Manana.
Exactly.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
And you've seen that, this is what it was, and
yes.
Cool.
Now, Victoria never ever wanted to even.
Nah.
So, if you follow her now, which beef? Which meat?
I get that.
Which pomo?
I get that, right? Amazing. Well, let's what you feel about that SNM Clan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Victoria, she's done it.
She's done it.
She's done it, right? Cool. But besides that, Fresh and Rooty, I still
saw them together.
Still vibing. Yes. That is cool. That's cool. Cassie and Kelly Ray.
What you call him, Huncho now?
Yeah,
Mr. Huncho.
Exactly, Huncho. Ututsu. Ututsu.
Yeah.
That is quite beautiful, right? So besides that, Cassie and Kelly Ray, they just spraying pepper everywhere. Saying, this all right,
this baby.
Action band in support,
Yes.
Action band, what's good? I'll join together, let nobody put us under.
They were
so Cassie and two got talk say asunder.
Hey, now she go talk.
Yeah, no man. They can't kiss. I said amazing stuff. Besides that, this is what Chin was said, right? I said I'm planning. Let's say what Chin was said. Cool. But Chin was said this, right? Why do people get so pressed when given a taste of their own medicine, right? I mean, what is good for the Portuguese is good for the Ugandans. I'll be how on a TikTok. That's what she asked, right?
Yeah.
That's what she said, right? And she said this, right? Because imagine professing love to me in my room the entire night.
Ooh, Zion. Zion, what did you do, Zion? Okay.
Only to attempt to throw me under the bus. Now the boss don't run over you with a vex.
You see this one? I want to know what happened.
Okay.
So Zion in the room. Alleged, because at this point, I know
you.
You profess love.
Your love, yeah.
You not enter reunion.
You can't through.
You can't have amnesia.
You can't throw. I'm on that bus, right? And now she decided to run you over, and she's saying you're angry, right? And she not further said, "Oh, God, you better wipe those tears and return what's mine." Zion did cry.
Did he cry?
Did Zion cry? What's going on here?
Did he cry?
Better return what's mine, because she not further said that blocking me when we have unfinished business is wild, Sha. Bro, return my SPKR. More like look like return my speaker. What is that they do with Chinwe speaker? Which speaker? What speaker are you talking about?
Wait.
Is it the regular speaker? I don't understand.
Do you understand?
Which speaker?
SNL client. So Zion blocked Chinwe.
Yeah.
Is he on Snapchat?
I don't know.
Or is he on Instagram?
I don't just know. Yeah. I don't know.
I know that Zion and Chinwe, like there's some drama.
Yeah, this too.
I know.
This too, man.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Well, let's not feel about this. That's an implying. This is what Chinwe said, right? So between herself and Zion, this is quite rocky according to her.
Yeah.
But the whole stuff about, wiping your tears.
And returning speaker.
That one deeper.
Because I want finished business. See, Zion, you have unfinished business with Chinwe.
All right.
So if you think you can block her without the
all right.
People are not done until reunion has ended.
Okay.
Guys end before we say, okay, people should go.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it is what it is. Anything else on the table, please?
Nope.
All right. So, as a client, ready to the jury, mama, comment here. Let us know if you follow out this video. If you love this video, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and like our videos. You share videos. God bless you. Say thank you. You guys are the very best. You guys are awesome. Always remember never to give up. Be the best at what you do. The success is guaranteed, not an option. Until then, guys. Peace. Chakalaka.